All right, hello everyone. Just a quick recap of the two trades I took today. It's the 14th of March 2025, and this was in London session. So my current setting is trading on Apex prop firm, where I have 10 founded accounts, 150k um, accounts, right? 10 of them. So what I do is going for basic hits. I trade predominantly on Nasdaq, but I go for basic hits, or base hits, as they say in America. So yeah, I think that's the correct terminology, the base hits. So in my case, that's 10 points. Yeah, I go for 10 pointers. You can see it here in my settings, with the stop loss of being slightly higher, usually 15 points. So that's like 1 to 1.5 reward versus risk. And the high risk is offset by high win rate, which is in my case, these past few months, I've been implementing this strategy around 75 to 80%, which is very good, and it aligns with my personality and psychology as a trader, which is the most important part. So right now I see here is basically a potential setup on the 3-minute chart. Well, I'm not trading anymore because I took two trades, which went really well, and I'm here to showcase them to you because they were very simple setups, very easy to see and very profitable in my case. So we had a nice uptrend of the Nasdaq. Here's the London session. This is the standard European time, so +1 of London. So this is like just before lunch. This was the first trade I took. Here we can see it. So yeah, 2000 tick chart, 3-minute chart, 5-minute chart, 50-minute chart, and 1-hour chart. We can see we are in an uptrend after bleeding much. So what was this setup? This setup was what I call a hypermodern approach to my trading system. That means that on 2000 tick chart, we hit the teeth, which is this red line, and we speculate that the price will turn and go back up. So it will form a pullback. This is risky because we never know if the price is just going downwards, finishing below the teeth, then below the lips, and just going down. When we wait for the pullback to actually form, it's more safer approach because the pullback is formed, the price finishes below the lips, and there's a higher probability of this trade to work. So we exchange more risk taking the trade here for potentially bigger reward because we are in the trade earlier, right? So we enter in the vicinity of 19,431 instead of 19,453. So that's difference of more than 20 points. So that's your risk. I mean, that's your reward for the high risk. So this first trade, I entered here. The stop loss, if it was 15 points, and I posted it live in our Discord. So with the entry of 31.25, the stop loss of 15 points was at 16, right? 16.25, right on here. Here we can see it was around here on the 3-minute chart, and on the 5-minute chart, it was, yeah, let's say that. So we can see that on the 2000 tick chart, it was below the jaw, which is another natural support we are relying on, and we see that it went very close to this moving average to test it. And why I was confident in this move, in this trade, was because the stop loss was below the 200 EMA on both the 3-minute chart and on the 5-minute chart. So there were many uh, sort of strong supports I was relying on that this riskier setup might work out, and it actually did. It went up. We can see that the candle never finished below the teeth of the 2000 tick chart, and we got our 10 pointer, which is plus $200. and on 10 accounts that are copy traded, that equals, so this P&L is times 10, which is plus $2,000 for this trade. Then the second trade I took was when the classic pullback strategy formed on the 2000 tick chart. We can see that we went to test the teeth, it pulled back, and a candle finished above the green line, which is lips. So it finished there, and I entered immediately at 19453. So my stop loss was at around 38, right? Yeah, 38. Yeah, I can't set this up much properly, but let's just say like here, which was good because it was again below a good, uh, it was at a good spot. So yeah, I'm thinking that this setup will work, right? The 3-minute pullback, because the entry would be like 80 and the take profit would be 90. So we would hit that already. And now I'm kicking myself a little bit for not taking it live while I'm recording. Yeah, look at the price. Damn. Okay, but never mind. So my stop loss, let's go back to this trade. My stop loss would have been, and it was at the area below the teeth of the 2000 tick chart. So this was a great setup. At the same time, it was forming the breakout strategy on the 3-minute chart. We can see here we went through all of the moving averages of the gator, finishing above the lips and the teeth. And also, the same thing happened on the 5-minute chart, where the candle finished quite convincingly above the lips of the gator on the 5-minute chart. So I could have ended here, which would given me 48. My entry was 53, so like 5 points advantage. But I wanted to be sure that the pullback strategy is properly formed on 2000 tick chart. So hiring sort of the security and lowering the risk of this trade and making the likelihood of the trade going my way as much as possible. So this was another trade that worked out, and it was 200 gain, $200 gain per account times 10 accounts. So that was another $2,000 win in about this trade 14 to 35. So surely under half an hour. So that's to get a combined P&L of plus $4,000 for below half an hour, not that hard work, which equals to a very good monthly salary in the more developed countries, right? So yeah, I'm sorry I'm talking like an idiot, but I'm still looking at this setup and pondering if I should have taken it. Right now, we all see that I should have, but this is the genius of hindsight. It's the same thing, like what be the proper way of trading these two trades that I have taken in a way that I enter on the teeth, going for the risky, hypermodern, speculative kind of trading, and then let the trade run. And when the pullback is formed, I add to my winner with entering with second contract, with 2 contracts in the position, and just let it ride to the previous high at least, which was this level of the price. So it would be more than 50 pointer from the initial, right? 30 to at least 80, right? That's 50 points. And from 50 to 80, that's 30 points. So that would be a gain of 80 points together instead of 20 points that I've gotten. Would that be the better way of trading? Yes, of course, with the genius of hindsight, because now we see that the price actually went there. The pullback was beautiful. The price went up. This was the lower low. Now the high is high low, sorry, and the high is being created in what we see is an uptrend. That's all nice and a very good sounding thing to say in the hindsight, but practically objectively speaking, when your P&L is 10 times, that means your profit is times 10 in my case, right? So 200 and 200 is 400 plus, I'm sorry, times 10 is $4,000 gain. But that also applies for losses. So I need to limit those as much as possible because they are also times 10. And I'm all about safety first and all about those base hits. So yes, theoretically, with the genius of hindsight, going with entry here and into my winner in here when the classical pullback strategy is formed, and just riding the wave on the uptrend, maybe still being in the trade right now, would be the soundest way. But it's also a theory way of those guys on YouTube that just trading from the hindsight and like analyzing the charts that already happened, and everybody's genius in that scenario. When the real P&L is moving, you are very grateful for these kind of trades, and making $4,000 in below the 30 minutes time horizon is exceptional in my book. And that's it. This was very good trades, very sound setups. I was following all my rules. I did nothing special, just went for the greatest traders strategies and philosophy, and it just worked out perfectly. So have a nice weekend, everyone. Have a nice day. If you're watching this in a different time than this is uploaded, and Godspeed. Believe in yourself. You can do the same thing. I'm nothing special. Just put in the hard work, put in the time in front of the charts, and you can have the same results. Good luck to everyone, and bye.